Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Bhumika and I make lifestyle related videos generally about my life in US. I'm a PhD student and with a lot going on, I wanted to film this video. So today's video is going to be 26 lessons I've learned in 26 years of my life. I am going to be turning 26 on April 3rd, which is when you will be watching this video. And I've been meaning to film this from a very long, like this idea has been going on in my mind and I've been collecting points. Without further ado, I'm gonna start with lesson number 1, which is to acknowledge your feelings and let them go as soon as you acknowledge them. So it's okay to have negative feelings, it's okay to feel low sometimes, and what I've learned is never try to suppress those feelings. If you're feeling low, if you don't feel like, if you feel depressed or anxious, just let it sit with you for a while. What you can do is just go to Mother Nature, go for a walk, sit with yourself, sit with your thoughts, and those feelings would eventually go away. And then once you know these feelings, once you acknowledge them, just let them go because they're not going to serve any good to you. To practice gratitude, it just be grateful for everything that you have in your life and everything that you do not have in your life because you probably don't need it, and just have that gratefulness in your heart. It is such a powerful tool and it transforms your life once you are grateful towards the events happening in your life, people in your life, things in your life. The whole perspective changes and you start to introspect yourself. Never forget good and hard times. So this is something that I do all the time. Whenever I'm stuck in a hard time, in a hard situation, and I feel like, oh my god, I can't do I don't know what to do, I just think of a time in the past where I was stuck at some place where I thought my life is ruined. Like, for example, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate with it, when you were kids you used to get notes in your diary, and when you used to get low grades on your report card or your test, you used to be hell scared and you just felt like your life has ended, nothing is worth living. But eventually you come out of it, and now that I think about that time, I just feel so stupid, and I just smile and laugh at myself at the same time, that I was so stupid that I was worrying about these petty things which do not matter. But at that time it was a hard time for me. Similarly, it's just the same thing with hard and good times. Everything is gonna pass. Like, bad and good times go together. So if you're going through a very low point in life, just hang on in there, because eventually there's going to be a high point and the graph is gonna go up after it has hit the rock bottom. So that's what I do. Number 4 is you are the owner of your feelings. Only I can make myself happy, and only I have the capacity to make myself sad and anxious and depressed. So lately, like, this is something that I've learned after a lot of struggle, that I should not keep my happiness inside another person. It's something that I am going to make. So my happiness should not come from a relationship, from a person, from a thing, or from a situation. Happiness is a being. It's not something that you achieve. It's something that you incur in yourself. It's something you are. You're happy. And yeah, that's something that I've learned so far in these 26 years of my existence, of my being. Okay, number 5 is something that has come to me with so much of struggle. I cannot please everyone. This came the hardest for me to realize, that I cannot control others' feelings and emotions, and it's okay to have conflicts and difference of opinions. I don't need to agree with everyone in the world, and I am sure not everyone is alike. So it's okay to have conflicts, it's okay to have a difference of opinion with others, and it's something that you learn with time, that you are a different person. Not no two people are alike. So, and you don't have to forget yourself to please everyone else. And this has come to me the hard way, and I've been trying to not be a people pleaser anymore. Number 6 is communicating your feelings. I have worked on this from the past year, trying to have those awkward conversations, even via text messages or phone calls with your loved ones who you really care and think about. But still, I'm someone who is not able to communicate how I feel to everyone around me, especially those awkward conversations. So that's something that I've learned, that it's very important to have them, because that's what keeps a relationship strong, healthy, and transparent. Instead of just building it up, just go and talk to the person and address it, but you have to keep trying. Number 7 is don't compare yourself with others. Even the insta perfect feed people go through crisis in life. Even those perfect looking people with so much money and everything that may seem perfect on the surface have some very huge transformations or some sad moments going on. So everyone has been given their own share of hardships and good things in life. So do not compare yourself with another person. The only person that I compare with is myself. How I was in the past and how I want to be in the future is something that I should always remember, instead of just thinking about other people's progress. Number 8 is to be true to myself and accept all my strengths, weaknesses, and flaws. No, self acceptance is something that does not come easy for everyone. And over the years, I've realized that I am what I am, and I have started to learn my flaws, things that I cannot change about myself, things that I can work on, and not complaining about these things have helped me accept myself more gracefully, because it's important for you to first accept yourself and then expect others to accept you in a world where there are so many judgments and there are so many people who would not like you, and that's okay. You don't have to please everyone, like the previous lesson. Number 9 is to embrace change. Never be too scared of changes. No matter how good or how bad the situation, the change is, it's gonna change soon after that. So change is the only permanent thing in life, and I've learned this thing that whatever changes comes my way, I have to accept it gracefully and then just wait for the other change to happen so that my life can move on. And this is how it works for everyone in the world. Next is to see intentions behind other people's mistake. So this is something that a lot of people struggle with, and this is something that came to me very naturally. So if someone close to me has hurt me, I always go and look at their intentions. Were they intending to hurt me? Or if it happened unintentionally, please learn and forgive that person and forget about it. That's what I've been doing. If a friend, if a family member, if somebody has hurt me unintentionally without realizing that it would hurt my emotions, I have learned to forgive them and forget about the whole situation, because they didn't do it intentionally. But if they had a bad intention to hurt me, then you definitely have to let those people go. Number 11 is very important, which is to keep the drama outside of your life, and people who create drama, you should just let them go. Do not ignore the people and the situations that bring you down or that create unnecessary drama that takes a lot of your energy and your creativity. So I've learned to shut the people out of my life without any drama. Like if there's someone who is creating unnecessarily problems for me or is making me feel bad about myself, I just don't talk to them, because there's no point of in wasting your energy. You should preserve your energy and your creativity for something much better. Number 12 is to act for to a situation and do not react impulsively. This is something that around my teenage years, I learned that I should not react to every single situation in an aggressive manner. So controlling your anger and controlling your reactions to certain situations is so good. And sometimes I feel so good about myself that thank God I didn't act it the way I was thinking to act, like basically reacting to a situation. So I always think about my actions, what I'm going to do at a particular situation. Think about it, think if it's rational enough to take that step and then take it, instead of just reacting irrationally without thinking of the consequences of your actions. Number 13 is choose your friends carefully. Let go of people who do not add any value to your life. Your friends should be very close to you, and definitely I believe in quality over quantity. It doesn't matter if you have 100 friends or just 5 friends. They should be people who support you, who are there for you when you need help, and I have very few friends in my life, but those friends I know are going to last me a lifetime. I have friendships from like 10 years, 12 years, 20 years of my life, and I have known my friends for a very long time. They should add something valuable in your life, then only it's a point of a friendship. And if they're just creating the unnecessary drama, just cut it out. You don't need that. Number 14 is be kind to everyone, but don't have expectations from anyone. So these are like two things you have to be. I have learned to be kind towards everyone, people I know, people I don't know. And I've learned that I do not expect a lot from others. If that person does this for me, I'm going to be happy. No, just do your thing, but don't expect. I know it's a big deal, and I know it's gonna take a lot of time. I still do get upset sometimes if something happens and it's not up to my expectations, but most of the times, like for most materialistic things or most of the things, I do not expect anything, and that's what keeps me sane. Number 15 is to have a routine in life. Having a morning routine, evening routine, weekend routine is going to organize your life and balance your life in a lot of ways. And I cannot stress enough that having a morning routine, a proper evening or a winding down routine is going to help you calm yourself, make you more productive, and you'll stay sane. And since right now locked inside our houses, I understand it's difficult to have a morning routine and a weekend routine because every day is the same. But in normal life, having a routine is very, very helpful. I have done a lot of routine videos in the past. I will link them in the description box below. So yeah, if you want to check it out. Number 16 is balance your work and your personal life. Do not bring your work problems in your personal life and vice versa. This will help you stay less anxious. It's never a good thing to mix two of your work areas together. So if you're dealing some personal problems or personal issues, do not let it interfere with your work productivity. And if you're going through some work problems, do not let that problem affect your personal relationships. That's something that I work on most of the time. Sometimes it's okay to discuss your work problems with your friends, but just discuss. Don't sulk about it, and don't just stay in that zone forever. Number 17 is to have a to-do list. So if you guys know anything about me, you should know this by now, that I love making lists. I make lists for every single thing that I do, and this is something that keeps me less anxious and more productive, and it just keeps me sane every day because I tend to forget things. And if I don't have a to-do list to get onto, I just feel very lost and very unmotivated. So if I want to get something done, I have to make a list about it. It's so weird, but it's true. Next is to organize my finances. This is something that I've learned very recently, but it's a lesson learned that I should manage my finances. I should think 10 times before purchasing something. I should be more mindful of the things that I'm buying, on what areas I should spend money on. Like if it's for traveling, I'm okay with it, but if it's a luxury purchase or if it's just clothes, I should not spend that amount of money. So yeah, I've kind of learned, but it's so good to learn your finances way before I did. And as soon as you start earning money, start investing it, start asking your parents or your friends or someone who is 10 years ahead of you in your career to how they manage their finances. And most of the times you're not taught these things in school, so you learn it through experience, and sometimes that experience can be very hard and very cruel to you. So yeah, it's better to learn from other people's experience than to learn from your own mistakes. Next is set goals for yourself and remind yourself every single day about them. I have talked about manifestations and creating a vision board in an earlier video. So having your goals written or having your goals visually present around you is something that will motivate you every single day to work towards them and manifesting them in the universe. See, like you're telling everyone that I want to achieve this thing, and that thing will be achieved. But if that goal is somewhere in your head that, oh, someday I'm gonna do this, it's not gonna happen. You have to manifest it, and then you have to plan it, and then you have to work towards it. That's how you achieve a goal, and that's how I've learned that you should work towards it. Number 20 is Journal your thoughts and write your emotions. Sometimes I don't really know what is happening with me or what has been bothering me, so I start writing it in my journal, and all the things that I have been worried about unconsciously goes away from my mind, and then I have a clear mind to start over, to work, to do other things. So yeah, I think sometimes I cry writing my journals, which is perfectly fine. If you're someone who is not good in expressing yourself with others, you can just write it in a journal and you will feel so light, and like you have shared it with someone very close. Number 21 is to drink more water, and always wash your face before you sleep. So for drinking water, I have a video on my channel where I shared about some ways that you can increase your intake of water, because it is so important to drink water and and take care of your skin. So always remove your makeup, no matter if it's a mascara or if it's just your eyebrow eyeliner. Just make sure you double cleanse at night and remove all the makeup before you sleep. Trust me, it's coming from a very dark place in my heart, because my skin has been so bad with me that I make sure that I double cleanse and I remove my makeup if I have any, and then I go to bed. Number 22, read as many books as you can. Now books have so much of knowledge, they impart so much of knowledge, and I have been an avid reader from a very long time, but there were gaps. I go through like dips and highs in reading books. Sometimes I don't read for like 2 years, and then I start reading and I continue reading for 2 years. So yeah, I have those dips, but I genuinely enjoy reading books. I think they have so much of knowledge. They let you in a world which you cannot even imagine, and I'm very imaginative otherwise, so it's something that I enjoy. Please start reading. It's going to be one amazing thing that you will add in your life, and this is like one of my best lessons so far. Always read more books, read columns, read blogs, or read anything that is, even podcast. Although I'm not a very audible kind of a person, I like reading a physical book, but podcasts are also good. But I think having a book, you can highlight the points, you can go back to the same book, read it again, you can have it in your hand. So yeah, I am just more a book person. Next is self-care. I've talked about self-care so many times in my last videos, so it's very important to take care of yourself. Do not let your work control your life. Take some time out for yourself, watch your favorite show, or have a face mask, or read a book. Whatever you consider as self-care, maybe going to the gym or doing yoga or running a 5k run is a self-care thing for you. Just do whatever you feel like you're doing it for yourself. Number 24 is go out on solo dates with yourself. Right now it is impossible, but maybe you can have like a dance party at your all by yourself, or maybe sometime you go out and have lunch with all by yourself, or a coffee date. Even though if you're in a relationship or you're single or whatever, but I think going on a solo date or a solo travel is one of the best things you will ever experience in your life. Like, solitude is a blessing for me, and someone who really enjoy my company. I love going out with myself. I love staying at home all by myself, and I genuinely enjoy it. Number 25 is travel as much as you can. Explore unknown places and meet different kind of people. Make memories that you can cherish forever. And yeah, just travel as much as you can. I know right now it's not possible, but traveling is very good. Okay, so last lesson that I have learned that I'm going to share is life is tough, but so are you, which is me in this case. Never be afraid to learn more and step out of your comfort zone. Life is a learning, and every single day you learn new things. Every single event teaches you a lesson. So just don't be afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone, or just don't break down on small little snowballs that life throws at you. It's gonna be fine, and you're as tough as the situations are, so everything is going to be fine. And these were all of my 26 lessons that I've learned in 26 years of my life. I can't believe I'm going to be 26. So yeah, that's all about it. I hope you guys like the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, and let me know when is your birthday, or what are the few lessons that you have learned in your life that you would be happy to share with me, and I would love to read it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.